Love bombing is not love, it's spiritual warfare. The affection was the bait, and you took it. How could you not? It felt like salvation arriving precisely when you'd stopped believing in miracles. Their attention fell upon you like warm summer rain after a drought, sudden, consuming, seemingly heaven-sent. Love bombing doesn't announce itself with warning labels. It arrives bearing gifts, excessive compliments that fill the cracks in your self-esteem, future promises that paint tomorrow in colors you forgot existed, and attention so focused it makes you feel like the center of the universe for the first time in your life. But make no mistake, this is not love, it's spiritual warfare. The calculated strategy behind the storm. Love bombing is psychological napalm designed to scorch boundaries and obliterate defenses. The bombardier studies you before the first bomb falls. Your wounds, your unmet needs, your deepest insecurities. They map the terrain of your soul, noting where the walls are weakest. Then they strike with precision. I've never met anyone who understands me like you do after knowing you 3 days. We're soulmates, I knew at the moment we met, replacing earned intimacy with manufactured destiny. You're perfect for me in every way, perfection being the most temporary of pedestals. The pace is dizzying by design. While you're still catching your breath from the intensity, they're already rewriting your narrative, isolating you from friends who might sound alarms, creating dependencies that will be weaponized later, establishing patterns of intermittent reinforcement that will keep you addicted to their approval. The spiritual dimension of the attack. What makes love bombing spiritual warfare isn't just its psychological manipulation, it's the deliberate targeting of your divine essence. The bombardier seeks to replace your connection to self, to truth, to the sacred with dependency on them as your source. They position themselves as the oracle that interprets reality for you, the priest who determines your worthiness, the deity who grants or withholds love as a form of control. This is why, when the bombing campaign ends, when they inevitably withdraw the very affection they used to hook you, it feels like more than heartbreak. It feels like excommunication, like being cast out of heaven. The withdrawal creates a spiritual wound, the death of meaning, purpose, and connection all at once. Recognizing the warning signs. Love bombing leaves evidence if you know what to look for. Intensity that exceeds the actual time investment in the relationship. Mirroring that feels too perfect to be coincidental. Premature promises that bypass the natural evolution of trust. Subtle isolation from your support network. An insistence on defining the relationship in grandiose, cosmic terms. Your intuition whispering too good to be true while your wounded parts scream take it anyway. The path to recovery. Healing from love bombing requires more than emotional recovery, it demands spiritual reclamation. You must recognize the warfare for what it was, not love gone wrong, but manipulation gone right, exactly as intended. Reclaim your spiritual sovereignty. Your worth was never theirs to determine. Your reality never theirs to define. Restore boundaries as sacred guardians. Love doesn't require the surrender of your boundaries, it respects them. Rebuild connection to your internal truth compass. Learn to trust the quiet voice within that recognized the danger before your conscious mind could name it. Release the cosmic storyline they sold you. Real love isn't a Hollywood script or spiritual fantasy, it's grounded in mutual growth, respect, and genuine care that stands the test of time. The uncomfortable truth. The most difficult truth to accept is that the person you fell for never existed. They were a hologram projected specifically for you, designed from your own desires, dreams, and unhealed wounds. You didn't lose a soulmate. You were targeted by someone who studied the contours of your longing and temporarily became its answer. True love doesn't arrive like an airstrike. It doesn't leave you disoriented, desperate, and doubting your reality. True love builds brick by brick, truth by truth, day by day. The affection was the bait, but your soul, resilient, wise, and worthy of authentic connection, was never meant to be anyone's conquest. Remember this when the next bombing campaign begins.